Well, everyone, for me, vacation time is about to arrive, and I love a good getaway. Let's look at the letter L as this week reveals itself for all of us. Which one of the wide variety of L letters will catch our fancy this week as our PPV winner? Which one will you be adding to your personal positive vocabulary? Which ones are getting in the way of your progress? Which ones offer the most support as we continue to aim to keep our journeys as positive and uplifting as they can? Well, lately, as the heat and humidity index has been on the rise, I have found that I am struggling with being lazy, lackluster, lethargic, and even a bit lackaday in my journeys focused. It's almost like the high temperatures are leaching the energy from my body, and I am feeling lousy as a result. My usual get up and go seems to got up and left the building with Elvis. Uh, I don't know where it went. I couldn't find it when I opened the door, but I'm still looking. Taking a vacation break to reevaluate sounds just like what I might be needing. I loathe losing motivation. That can lead to potentially lethal results for me. Temptations always seem to be lurking just around the corner. Uh, Being leery of an encroaching laissez faire attitude seems on the periphery of my consciousness, ready to commit some type of larceny by looting my determination and my reserve and stealing my cache of desires to continue in the most positive direction I can muster. I seem to have relaxed my guard to the point of laxing in my efforts to work toward best outcomes. A choice needs to be made, and making no choice is actually making a choice. Oh, my brain hurts after saying that. But it's very true. Not making a choice is a choice. I, as far as that goes, doing nothing and just letting things coast can get me into all kinds of difficulty that I don't even realize at the moment. I do not want to continue to feel lousy about a lack of progress. I want to feel lovely about moving the ball along and being able to see a difference, a change, an improvement. So I need to own my role and my liability if I choose to continue to not do anything. Ignoring what I have and what I don't have, or just lying about it, is just a short form version of saying, well, this is my excuse for this week. It's not really my fault. It's because of this, and this. Well, own what I need to always own what I do and own what I don't do and not try to pass the buck on to someone else. It is almost as if I have stumbled into a complex labyrinth bordering close to lunacy from which I cannot extract myself without any help. When my kids were little, I used to love in the fall to take them through corn mazes and let them uh, find a way. And here, that's what I mean by a labyrinth. I need to exercise my ability to find my way out of this morass that I have allowed myself to stumble into and am in danger of losing a sense of direction. As I got to thinking a little bit more, it occurred to me that actually part of this may be nothing except being lonely. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do get lonely. You know, my kids don't live next door so that I can drop in on them and spoil my grandchildren whenever I want. Sometimes, we go months without being able to see each other except virtually. And I miss them. I miss my grandkids. I miss the people I love. I think all of us do that. It's part of the human condition. We want to have those we love as close to us as often as we possibly can. So loneliness might be one of the reasons that I am sort of in these funky doldrums and need to find a way to get myself out of them. Uh, I need insight, I need caring, I need encouragement, and I need support uh, to make sure I get back on course as soon as I possibly can. And I don't think I'm alone in this. I think all of us sometimes do struggle with being lonely. There is a legendary quote from Ralph Marston that I am reminded of when these occasions occur. What you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. So if I do nothing today, I probably am not going to improve any of my tomorrows. I've got to make an effort. I've got to pull myself together, decide that I am worthy, and figure out what needs to be changed as quickly as possible. It's time to leap into some type of action. It's time to lean on a friend, to steady yourself and jump in with both feet again. And thank goodness for friends and supporters and people who will not allow me just to keep sliding away. That is so important in this journey. We are so very lucky to have each other in our lives to make that difference, to say, now's not the time to stop. You're not a quitter. You will find your path again. You will find your zest, your zeal, your lightheartedness. You will survive this interruption in your journey. Uh, we are a combination in our group of leaders and learners, and sometimes we hold both roles. I may be able to lead someone through a difficult situation, but I guarantee you I am learning from everyone as I read your comments and hear your encouragements and your supports. And I enjoy switching roles where I am the learner at times and the leader at others. Nobody wants to carry all the responsibility, and nobody likes to always be so needy. I think we all like to know we excel in some areas of life. Sometimes we even take on the role of lifesaver. Uh, Sometimes it seems like people in our group act as the linchpins that keep us all on track and keep us all together. Uh, One of the most encouraging things for me is that I know I do not have to go it alone, that there are people in my corner at all times who make such a difference in the life that I live every single day. There are people that bring a lighthearted sense of joy and laughter to the table. And then there are the lion hearts among us that are so strong and so steady on uh, and willing to stand there for us when the need is most urgent and most overwhelming. Logical, level-headed learning is called for sometimes, but that needs always to be balanced with lively, lusty laughter. We sometimes forget how important happiness is in our journey and how that happiness relies within each of us, and we just need to search for it and celebrate it when we find it again. I don't really believe anyone can make me happy. I am responsible for my happiness. It all has to do for me with attitude. If my attitude is positive, I am much more easily embracing the joy, love, and laughter that live in my heart. And many of you help me remember that that power lies within me when I seem to forget. Lashing all of the snuggling together produces a powerful, loving environment where we do not only like each other, but we listen to each other without comment and actually hear what is most heartfelt while loyally respecting each other's confidence, knowing the high value of trust in any supportive relationship. Feeling safe in someone else's hands is such a huge comfort, such a gift to receive, such a quality to treasure and protect. This produces an empowering bond of love in which, if you really think about it, we can thrive as we keep on trying to live our very best lives each day. What an awesome gathering of hearts, minds, and spirits. I'm grateful to be both a giver and a recipient, and know that genuine loving care is there for the taking, for the asking, for the reaching out whenever we need it. And confidence will be respected. So I choose love as my personal positive vocabulary word today. I do not think I could get by without love in my heart and love in my life. Lao Tzu said, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Thank you for the strength I receive and the courage you give me. And as Soren Kierkegaard says, don't forget, above all, to love yourself. Keep empowering yourself each day, and please take a moment to record the word or words the letter L represent for you in your PPV list. As your personal positive vocabulary continues to grow and expand and incorporate so many more aspects of this wonderful life we are privileged to enjoy every day. For now, have a good one. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.